understand why? Yeah? No? Go on.
Because we're children.
Hello?
Because we're not old enough to get jobs yet.
No, well just because of your...
Oh, manners. Some of us have bad manners and some of us have good manners, and we'd rather have someone in the shop that's got good manners, because otherwise they'll yell at the customers and you don't want that.
Yeah, sure, really good. I'd like to say things like perhaps you haven't seen the light yet. Perhaps you're not mature enough yet to understand that your behaviour has a huge impact on everyone around you. Do you get that? Just perhaps you need to learn a little bit more. I know people's names in this room because I listened and watched when I saw certain behaviours going on. Now, you're no different to me. When I was at school, I sat at the back of the class, I messed around until I realised that it was actually going to be really detrimental to what I wanted in life. And that comes at different times, right? So I had to realise school is one part of life, but it is definitely a platform. It enables the next stage. So if you want to be able to get into the next stage, no matter what, whether that is an apprenticeship, whether that's college, O-levels, A-levels, whatever they are, sorry, O-levels, that just shows you how old I am. What's today's equivalent of O-levels?
A-level?
GCSE.
Thank you.
See, I'm here for a reason.
No, see, I'm just so old, right? So, you know, you can make what you make of school. I messed around until I realised that just the next step, that's all you have to really worry about. I needed the school to enable my next step, which meant that I wanted to get into the college, or I wanted to get the next level of qualifications. Because I was a bit bored at school, to be honest with you, and I thought I was sometimes better than everyone else. But that sometimes, and quite often, is because you are capable. It's because your way you think, the way you do things, it isn't streamlined, it isn't the way that everyone else does it. You get in a class, you think that's not exciting me, that's not what I want to do. But if you take those same characteristics and you spring them forward 20, 30 years, you'll generally find that the most successful people are the people that struggled a bit at school. They're the people that weren't always engaged in the classroom. They're the people that wanted to argue about putting their name badge on, or the people that didn't want to sit in the right place, or the people that wanted to eat sweets or mess around when you sit at the back of the class. All of those people are generally people who are unengaged because their brain is working at a different rate, and those activities and that capability does what? Tell me. What can that achieve?
If you're doing something that you actually enjoy, you can focus more on that, because if you're not enjoying a lesson, then you're not going to be focused on it and not want to learn it. But then if you're in a lesson that you actually enjoy, you're going to be more focused and learn more about it. So if you do the subjects that you want to do for GCSEs, then you're going to be more engaged to learn.
What thing, Tristan, what thing would you say sometimes prevents you from doing it in a lesson?
I get accused of stuff I haven't done.
Okay, why do you think that is?
I don't know, because a few weeks ago I got accused of something I didn't do, and even Miss didn't figure it out because I had no proof of it, and then they gave me a whole day of consolation. So this school just doesn't like me, so I'm not getting it.
Okay, so what are you going to do about that? Are you going to argue with it, or are you going to try and change it?
There's not like nothing I can do.
Okay, all right. So you can always do something. All right, Tristan, you can always do something. The thing is if you are better, if you do think you're better than the system, you can do it, then you decide, right? Look me in the eye, you decide.
I tried to go to school just so like.
Now you decide. You decide, honestly. Sometimes you don't like stuff, right? I had teachers that I didn't get on with. You can either remember that you're in school and that your job in school is to get the best out of it for you. If you go down the route of, well, that's the reason why I can't do it, or that person doesn't like me, or that kid keeps making me in trouble, actually what you're saying is that other people can change the way you behave. Now, when I'm told that, I'm like, no one tells me what to do. If I've decided that I'm going to achieve, if I've decided that I'm going to do something, I damn well do it. So Tristan, what I want you to think about for your career in the future, do you want to be sat at 40 years of age on social, not being able to get a job because, well, that boy in school, he didn't let me do my exam. That teacher didn't like me. Or are you going to say, do you know what? Despite, I'm talking, despite. What does that word mean? What does he say, Emma? What does despite mean?
It's like another word for but. Another word for but or
Yeah?
because. I think.
Yeah, good. What did you say, Emma?
I see.
Oh, try it then. What do you think it means? What did you say?
Nothing.
No, go on. What did you say?
I said, I don't know, sorry.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, despite is a word I want you all to think about. And when you're doing your little, your sessions later, I want you to think about despite.
Sorry.
Pardon? You don't know. But that's okay, think about it. Despite means no matter what excuses there are, I still did it. No matter what is against me, I still made it. Right? So you choose. Because how old am I? 55. My kids have gone through school. I've got a lovely house. Don't get me wrong, I'm not lucky. I worked my bottom off from the age of 16 all until now, despite. I wanted a successful business, I wanted a successful career. I've got, tell you what, let's do a little exercise. If you think I've got more than 8 GCSEs, stand up. Oh, you don't think I've got more than 8 GCSEs? Am I not doing my job properly?
Oh,
If you think I've got more than 4 GCSEs, stand up.
almost 0.
You're not taking
Oh, you.
Me. If you
4 and over.
4 and over. Anyone else 4 and over? Put your hand over. A hand up. 4 and over. That's it. Stand up. 4 and over. Stand up. That's some energy. 4 and over. Come on. Stand up. Put your feet away. Stand up. Come on. Look at you. Stand up. 4 and over. Okay. All right. So, listen. If you think I've got 5 and over, stay standing.
What?
If I've got 5 and over, stay standing. If I've got 6 and over, stay standing.
Over what?
GCSEs.
Oh yeah.
Right, I like this man. He's got faith in me. All right, okay, now we'll stand up again. If you think I've got a degree, stay standing.
What's that?
A degree at university.
Awesome. No.
You have one anymore.
Yeah,
So
just
stand
right.
up if you didn't have
Stay standing if you think I've got a degree. Oh, the faith in me. All right, here you go. So I have got 1 GCSE English, equivalent of O-level, yes. I missed my maths O-level by more than half an hour, so they didn't let me in. And I had to work so hard for being such an idiot. Right? So what I'm saying to you guys is,
So you've got 1 GCSE.
1. But at the age of 30, I was on a 6-figure salary. Do you know what a 6-figure salary is?
$1 million.
That's
A
100,000. That's 100,000.
Well, yeah, but 6 figures.
Yes.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yes. So at 30, I was the youngest senior manager in the city, working for a FTSE 100 company, and I was female as well. There were no females, and I was on £125,000 a year. But I had to work my backside off. I had to work every hour. I had to prove myself against every other person because I just didn't take that intelligence, that academia, that energy that I definitely had, that you all had. Because I tell you what, you're brave. You're brave to mess around when I'm in the classroom, which means you have the ability to do well. Take your energy, young man, and channel it into the good you really are, right? Most importantly, let me tell you something. I'll be with you in a second. Let me tell you something. Stop chatting. What's really important is that you're not rude. You respect the people around you because they're the people that will give you extra attention and energy to support you and help you in your journey. If you go to work somewhere, respect them. If you're going to apply for a job, don't get your mum to do it. The amount of emails I get, or I see on Facebook and social media, my kid was leaving school, or my kid wants a weekend job, and. No, I get people walk in my shop, they use the energy that you lot have got, very brave to mess around in front of people, but use that energy to be respectful. Use that energy to show people that you are capable. Use this system here that you're very lucky to have to make sure you get the best out of it, and then go out into that world and prove to everybody you can do it. You want to spend your energy messing around, showing off, distracting everyone else in the classroom, then you're a fool. Otherwise, actually, you guys are all capable. I've watched you all. I have managed and bounced people through their careers for 40 years. Okay? So I see people, and you are all capable. So what you've got to do is leave here today and make a decision. What's that decision? Pardon?
It's a big in school.
It's a decision. Do you know what? It's bigger than that. The decision is, do you want to succeed in your own life? In your own life. Forget about everything else around you. Do you want to succeed in your life, or do you want to mess around? Go on, Dan.
Well, with this school, but by the way, I think you're my teacher. I mean, it kind of holds you back because they're actually like over £1 million in debt.
Do you know what though, darling? Do you know what? Despite all of that, make it work for you. Make it work for you.
How much do you need to work in your shop then?
You have to be 13 legally to work in anywhere.
So if I came into your shop on the weekend and I asked if I could get a job there, would I be able to?
If I had a job going, you would be considered.
You know, the Miss Thursday over there, she's getting made redundant because the school can't afford to pay anyone.
Do you know what I'm going to say to you again, darling? Focus on your life.
Yeah.
Focus on your life and focus how your life affects it. If you want everyone else to affect your life, then you will fail. If you want to succeed, just focus on you. Alright? Be kind, be respectful, and focus on what you want to achieve. Right, I've got to go. Anyone else have any more questions? Are you sure? And if I ask in next year how you guys are doing, put your hand up if you think that what I'm going to hear is that you turned it around, you focused on you, you got the best you could be. That's the most important thing. The best you could be. What would the answer be?
Maybe.
Oh, you want better than that for you.
Definitely not. I'm probably going to be like smaller than that.
Is that what you want to be?
Not really.
Right, then change
Get a
it.
job that you like. Yeah, because I always say to my parents, they always complain about their job, and so I say to them, yeah, but you chose a job that you now hate. I'm going to choose a job that I actually enjoy, one that doesn't feel like I'm doing a chore.
Do you know what? Choose what you want in life. You young men are very capable. Stop worrying about all the things around you that affect you and worry about you.
Yeah.
Next time someone's messing around, why don't you be the one that says, do you know what? You're an idiot. I want to focus on what I'm doing.
Michelle, I think they're visual learners. Can you give Michelle that pen? Can you just draw a circle on the board, Michelle? Because I think the point you've made is so important. They have to have it burnt into their retinas. So Michelle's drawn a circle on the board. This is for you, Tristan.
Is that not a circle?
It's a good circle.
That is so tough.
Pretty good.
How did
Do
you
you know
do
what?
that?
Because I listened at school.
That's so cold.
Put a dot in the middle
Yeah?
and a dot in the outside.
Yeah?
What's the difference between those two dots, Tristan?
It's
What,
the
one of them's
dot in the
outside?
middle with like you, and then the one on the outside is like things around.
Be different.
In one. The dot in the middle and that circle is everything in your life that you can have an impact on. You cannot have an impact on a school deficit. And just to address that point, our new head teacher didn't know that deficit was there when he arrived last September. He's dealt with it. That deficit is now being less than halved. And it's not for you to worry about. So whoever's telling you about stuff to fill your head with rubbish, that's not fair. Because that's outside your circle. What's inside your circle, Christian, is what you can do and what you can make out of your life for you. So worry about what's in the circle, not what's out of it. And if ever you think This is getting too much. Get a piece of paper and a scrappy piece of paper and a pen, draw a circle. I can't deal with that. I've got to park it, let somebody else deal with it. Because you need the opportunity to do exactly what Michelle said and do what you want to do for you and not feel victimised, bullied or neglected by anybody, regardless of who it is, school, friends, because you deserve that chance. You're just as important as the most academic person in this school to this local community. And what you said today and what that engagement was with what Michelle said could be life-changing for you if you walk out of here and think, I've got to do things differently.
Yeah.
If you do things the same, nothing's going to change for you. But if you change, everything will change, won't it?
So yeah. Can I ask Maddie to share with us what you're doing next year, where you're going?
College.
So you're going to be doing more of a vocational pathway, aren't you?
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to that?
There's I can do 2 different courses.
Can we ask what she's doing at college?
I'm doing car mechanics, and then in year 11 I'm doing health.
All potential self-employed businesses. You could charge the most expensive garage around here for the mechanics is McLaren, and their McLaren mechanics on £100,000 a year.
What?
True. £100,000 a year, but they're employed. If you're self-employed, you can earn more than that.
Bike shop mechanics earn a basic of 35 grand when they're qualified. Wow. Which for that is pretty good. And I'll finish now because I've talked a lot, but I genuinely want to say that the characters in this room, for different reasons, are all capable. If you want to mess around, mess around. If you want to be rude, if you want to be the one that shows off, you can do it, right? It's standard stuff. We all did it at school, but there comes a point and an age where it starts to threaten your success in life. And if you really do want to be the kid that fails because of someone else, or fails because somebody didn't give you a chance in your perception, then that is your choice. If you're the kid that comes in and goes, today I'm going to succeed, and show everybody what you're made of, no matter what. It isn't always academic, as in I will get an A in everything. Excuse me. Sometimes it's just application and attitude. And if you've got the right attitude, I have a different attitude now to some of you in this room. When I first came in and watched you, I'll be honest with you, I was appalled. Because I don't know you. First impression, I thought you were rude, I thought you were silly, I thought you were messing around. But now I've heard some of you talking back to me, I've changed my mind. I now think you're really capable individuals who need to come to school and get the best out of it. You want to play the system, play it for you. Take everybody for what they're going to give you, knowledge, opportunity, support, help, and leave here and go and prove to people, whether it's a college or an apprenticeship or anywhere, that you can do better. You're better than other people, you'll work harder, and all you have to do is be honest, be respectful, timekeeping is key, and show your boss, whether it's a teacher or an employer, show them you mean business, show them you want to do well, and you will get the goodwill and the good faith of everybody you work with. And the fact is, you're only as good as your last job. Right? You're only as good as the person who employs you. And if you're good to them, they will support you. They will help you elevate your career. Alright? Thank you for listening to me.
Thank you for appreciation.
No, that's some noise.
Well done. Thank you, Michelle. And can we also have